Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night, Twisted Tuesday. We are at the Bristol Motorsports tonight. We have a special race for you, and I forgot to put it in the title. Damn it. So, we have a special race tonight. We are racing for autism awareness. See if it'll let me edit that. Oh, I completely messed that up. Gotta fire the tag guy. Let's try that. Let's try that. Like I say, we're at Bristol Motorsports Motor Speedway tonight with 150 laps. WFO Racing League special broadcast for RGC Motorsports. They are tonight's main sponsor. So tonight's race is brought to you by RGC Motorsports. Early awareness for autism. Recognize the signs, support the journey. Autism affects 1 in every 36 children, and early awareness can make a world of difference. The earlier we recognize the sign, the sooner we can get a child the support that they need to grow, learn, and thrive. Some early signs include delayed speech and limited communication, avoiding eye contact or social interaction, repetitive movements or unusually focused interests, and sensory sensitivities. RGC Motorsports races for more than trophies. They race to make a difference. Help us raise awareness and support families on the journey. For more information, reach out to TJ in our Discord or someone in the league, and we can get you in touch with the proper information. So, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. The guys are getting ready. They're qualifying right now. So, hello, Ivan. That's right, we're keeping it real, and we have no sound because we're not on a car. There we go. All right. Let me get that minimized. Go over here. See, I got my partner in crime up here. Burt Wilson tonight.
Brazy?
What's that?
Say hello, Brazy. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Doing good. Doing good. Got over my frazzled from painting a buttload of paints that I was hoping more would run, but that's okay. They do their thing.
Yeah. So we've got, I never got a thing back from TJ, so I wonder if he's going to get mad if I grab him.
I doubt it.
So let me...
As long as he's not qualifying. He hasn't qualified yet.
Where'd he go?
He's not even in his car.
Ooh, up more. Yep. Hey, TJ, do you got a copy?
I got a copy, loud and clear.
Sorry to put you on the spot, but I wanted to bring you up real quick because tonight's race is special for you and for all of us. Between the cars that Bert's painted, and I hope you weren't trying to get ready to qualify. If you are, I can let you go, but I just wanted to get you up here quick if you wanted to say a few words about tonight's race and what it means to you. And
no, yeah. First off, thanks, Bert. Put together some great paints there. I had a hard time choosing which one to race, but they do a good job with that always. And to thank the league for being here, because this is what I look forward to every week. Bristol is my favorite track in the real world, not necessarily to race. It's a little tough. So pack racing, and it's really during practice we saw especially a lot of spinning and stuff like that. So it's gonna be fun. But I want to shout out some to everybody about autism awareness. It's really important to me. My son has autism, and using this platform to send that message out is pretty cool. And hopefully, if anybody has early signs with their children, they can get in there and get some, get them checked out and see what's going on, and hopefully catch it early. That's the most important thing. Get it done early. But yeah, that's it. Just hopefully, I can finish this race. It's gonna be fun. I'm starting from the back, and just to see how it goes. I was a little nervous during practice, so I'll start out back and see how it goes.
I don't think you're the only one that's nervous about tonight.
Yeah, looks like barely half the field qualified, but you got a minute to grid here if you haven't gridded already.
All right. Well, thank you, TJ, again. Good luck
Can
tonight.
somebody move me?
Yeah, I'll move you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, have fun, guys.
All
Looks like
right.
everybody's a fan of the puzzle paint tonight. It's going to be the battle of the puzzle cards.
It's gonna be difficult to do. You can see Ivan's got a puzzle car, TJ's got a puzzle car, Michael's got a puzzle car.
EJ.
20 or is that 21? That's 21. No, 21's up there. Who's that in the back?
Yeah, that's Craig Sykes, 20 and 21st.
Ah.
He's got a puzzle paint.
Thankfully, I'm not racing in it. I mean, okay, so what do we got? Let's get the grid up here. Get it so I can see it.
Chuck's got a fancy chrome running. He chose to run a chrome tonight.
Oh, and he's the pole sitter tonight too. Look at that.
You want to do a rundown? Got
All
two
right.
laps.
So, starting first tonight, you got Chuck Sweeting. Outside of him is going to be Rick Fagone. Then behind them, you got Justin Gann on the inside in that 30. Then you got Nick Hunt on the outside in that 60. Starting in 5th place tonight is going to be Dakota Floyd in that 24. Then you got outside of him, you got Keith Tripp in that 26. Buttons to hit. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Button, who's got the button? All right, then 7th place, you got Adam Matz and Richard Holland. 9th place is going to be Tommy Haynes tonight, also sporting one of the RGC logos. Outside of him, you got 55 of Justin Ritchie, currently starting 10th. 11th place is going to be 66 of Seth Steele. Then you got outside of him is 21 of Randy Showers, also supporting one of the RGC logo cars. 13th place, you got Austin Wagger. Adam Pettit is going to start out outside of him on 14th. Then you got Vern Bradley starting 15th. Burt Wilson, you're starting 16th tonight, sir.
Yeah.
Bet you didn't know that. And we're green already. So 17th, you got John Sanu. Ivan Jones is 18th. TJ Lee's going to start 31st or 19th. McCauley will start in 20th. Craig Seitz is going to be 21st. Gary Wright is going to be 22nd. And that is all for the grid tonight. So let's get back up front here.
Chuck launched on that start. Got himself a few car lengths. That clean air will be important today. Get to use the whole track.
See, I can see Justin just kind of slingshotting to the outside there, though.
Bristol's a high bank, so you can run the high side.
I imagine you can do this in the beginning, but as your tires get wore, I can't imagine that they would continue to do that.
It was pretty sketchy. If you overdrive it in, you can turn it pretty easy, and if you hammer the throttle off, you can turn it pretty easy. So you really have to be on your game tonight the whole time. As you can see, can see Richard or Don's getting to the outside of Chuck, and that's going to pinch him down, and so it's going to make it hard for Chuck to hold him off.
Battle for first, back and forth, back and forth. Beach? What are you talking about, beach, Nation? Rick says we're going to need a miracle tonight. How many laps till I wreck? I already wrecked. I'm not even in the race. We got Tay coming in and voting for Ivan already. We're supporting Ivan. Got Brandon in the stands tonight. Oh, there you go. There's where the beach is. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Now I'm caught up.
Yeah, you see Gann was able to work his way around Chuck for first there. You're going to probably see these guys diamond in the corner, going high in the center of the corner so they can get a straight run off. That'll help them get some grip off. You see Nick Hahn going way up there high. Seems to be making it work though.
We end up losing that spot to Keaton. He's going to push his way up, try and catch up to Chuck and Justin.
See Chuck trying to make plans on Gone again. I don't know if Gone's using his stuff up a little bit. But really hard to pass here. It's a tight track, so it's hard to get position on somebody.
Moving on back. So currently we got there we go. We're currently following on with Keaton Tripp. If we take a step back, you got Nick Hunt. You got Richard Holland right behind him. Possibly going to look to make the pass on this next lap or two here. Behind them, you got Austin Wagner. Back behind them, you got Rick Pagone, currently running in 7th place.
Yep, Holland's making a pass on Nick and 4-car, and Ricky's looking to get in on that action too. These guys have all pretty much separated themselves from the rest of the field.
Chopper view and start to see some of the distance that you're seeing between 1 and 2, and then this is 3, 4, and 5 right now. No, it's not. This is 4, 5, and 6. Off by 1. Oh, saw Nick getting a little loose there. He's going to lose a bunch of spots. Looks like he's really getting loose. He's going to get Ricky around.
You see that? I spoke his name in chat. It's like a demon. He showed up.
Oh, jeez. It's that almost demonic laugh that you hear in the background that kind of sends the chills down your spine.
Oh, come on. It's not that.
How you doing, Nation?
What's up, bud?
Oh, you know, we're just doing a racing things here. We're trying to.
Do racing stuff and things?
Yeah, doing racing stuff and things.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We're just kind of going back through the field right now. We're sitting with Justin Ritchie in at 55, currently running 9th place. Behind him, you got Tommy Haynes, also in one of the RGC Autism cars tonight. Keeping it real. And back in 11th place, oh, we just watched him tag the wall. You got Dakota Floyd. I'm sure there's a lot of guys doing that tonight.
Yep. And they're already starting to get into the back end of the field. It's only 15 seconds around this place, so it don't take long to get into lap traffic.
You got 49, Adam Pettit. Currently running 12th place. Adam Metz. We're going to get passed by Vern. Vern going on the outside. You see Mike McCulley trying to keep that door open and go around too. Vern running the purple, keeping it real paint tonight. Or, I'm sorry, Mike McCulley running that purple. I think it said Vern. I don't remember. I don't remember what I said. Okay, I thought I did. So Adam Mance is now in 15th.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, well, you know.
Vern meant to put a paint on, but you know, iRacing update today, and they break everything when they do an update. So
that did a lot of stuff. I had some issues trying to get in. I didn't have as much issues as you guys did, but I did have a couple issues. So I'm feeling what they're feeling a little bit, not to the level that they are, because they were trying to get in here to race. But
like we have the 49 pulling in already. I wonder if he's saying I had enough. It's pretty early to be pitting for tires.
They got John Sanu not even out there anymore.
Track would have said I had
Oh,
enough.
he just disconnected too. Yeah. Bristol will do that to you. It wears on you.
TJ Lee, the man of the night,
You're watching it.
running that purple puzzle.
I'm driving it. What happened to his number?
I mean, it's on there.
I can't. It's something black on the sides.
That's a black 34.
Okay, yeah, now I can see the 34. Well, when he gets in certain corners, you can't see it says 34.
Right.
It just looks like a black blob.
Yep. We're currently on lap. We're at lap 36 already.
Yeah, this should go pretty quick.
It's fucking Bristol, man.
It's really surprising.
It's-
I'm surprised they're still green after 36. This group surprises you sometimes.
That's what I was just gonna kind of get at. Is we're 36 laps in and we have not had a caution. You can see the leaders coming up on the lap traffic though, or almost gonna lap traffic. They aren't lapped yet. They are getting there.
Yeah, they keep this going. We'll be done before the top of the hour, Brazy.
I'm telling you, dude, we'll be done in 8 minutes. So if you got to pee, do it now or you're going to miss the finish.
Right, 4 laps a minute. That goes by pretty quick.
You ain't lying.
Brazy, I thought you were going to change the Village Idiots on the overlays there.
I was going to, and I was
Why
trying to
would
work
you
on
do
other
that?
things.
I want him
Because
to change it to Brazy and the Gimp.
No, it's always been the Village Idiots.
yeah, but the Village Indians aren't up here right now. Well, you're half of it.
Here.
but-
Well, I'm a third of it.
Well, that's right. You guys made me an honorary one.
Yeah, you're an honorary. No, I'm a third of it because, we still got a Hal.
Oh, gotcha.
Did you just try to count out Hal? I'm going to.
No, I didn't count out. I didn't think he was an idiot.
I'm pulling on you. Yeah, he's definitely an idiot.
I mean, I'll let you keep that one, but
You can ask him, he'll tell you.
You see the leaders working lap traffic now. See if that holds him up. It doesn't seem to. It's all going to depend on where you catch him tonight. But they're giving
Chuck's
plenty of
going
room.
around. Truck going around Seth Steele right now. Got Keaton in front of Chuck. So we saw Justin.
Yeah.
He's starting to lose places.
Yep.
Good
Keaton.
evening, Scotty.
Got him back. No.
So what?
Scotty Mac.
Yeah, I said good evening, Scotty.
All right, I might have been paying. I might have saw him off in the room. I was paying attention.
You were paying attention to the chat, not listening to me. That's fine. I understand it. I have one of those voices that you either kind of listen to or fully ignore, so I understand it.
You have one of those voices I'd like to set a mousetrap on.
The hell
Been
does
told
that
that-
mean?
No, I just made it up. Fuck you.
I've been told, Brazy, that your voice has been mistaken for a dial tone.
Ooh,
Oh, goddamn. See, I wasn't going to go that
wow,
hardcore.
that's rough.
I was just fucking with you, but that was so accurate.
Like one of the, what do you mean that was accurate?
I was talking to somebody else. Never mind.
Vern moving up through the field. He's gotten his way up to 10th now. In that Alienware paint. See if he can keep the paint on the car and keep it off the wall tonight.
Well, I figured there'd be more cautions, so I would be able to do this spiel a bit more. But since we're not doing cautions very much right now, I'm going to run through this spiel again one more time with the RGC Motorsports Autism Awareness. So, as we said at the beginning, tonight's race is brought to you by RGC Motorsports, Early Awareness for Autism. Recognize the signs, support the journey. Autism affects 1 in every 36 children, and early awareness can make a world of difference. The earlier we recognize the signs, the sooner the child can get some support and help that they need to grow, learn, and thrive. Some early signs include delayed speech or limited communication, avoiding eye contact or social interaction, repetitive movements or unusually focused interest, sensory sensitivities. This kind of fits you, Nation, when you've been
What
drinking.
the fuck is a sensory sensitivity?
But anyways, no joking around here. This is serious. It's about the
What we do, we
kids.
joke.
I know we joke.
And it's funny. And kids
Sensory
like funny.
sensitivities. It's like if things are too loud and you can't handle it and you need to like be in a quiet spot, or if there's a lot of lights and you're overstimulates your brain type thing. So
Good thing my brain don't get overstimulated.
So RGC Motorsports races for more than trophies, a race to make a difference. Help us raise awareness and support families on the journey. For more information, we can reach out to TJ in our Discord or to someone in the league, and we can get you in touch with the proper information. It's all about the autism awareness and early catching. So that
And
is
for
why
the
tonight's
record,
right.
My wife teaches autism kids.
Well, see,
So
there you go.
there's that.
And now we know how she deals with you.
Oh, damn. Well, no, that's actually pretty correct.
I was gonna say, I think that's something you've said.
Yeah, I was gonna argue with you about it, and nope, can't do that. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I'm still an idiot, but I'm not that. I don't. Fuck it, I'm out of this conversation.
I was gonna say, you might want to put that
Yeah,
foot in a little
shut up.
deeper.
Eaton got out in front. He wasn't able to run away from Chuck, but those two have put almost 4 seconds on everybody else, and they've begun to lap the field. So for long, TJ's going to be in their sights.
Well, it looks like Richard's trying to make a move on Justin now, so he gets around. We know he's going to try and catch up to him.
Yeah, this is such a short race that fuel's not going to be a problem, and so I don't. You're going to lose at least 2 laps if you come into pits here. So I don't think anybody will come in and get tires unless there's a caution. It just to lose too much time. So They're going to
We're
run
see
it out.
three wide here, or we're going to get blocked up. No, we see, looked like Richard might have backed out to let Justin go around the lap traffic.
That's a game of chicken right there. Who's going to flinch? Because I don't think any of them want to go 3 wide.
Not on this track. See, unfortunately for Ivan, he got to ride the wall for a little bit there.
You can do it as long as everybody knows you're 3 wide, but it's pretty hairy.
How often does that happen?
It just depends on who it is. Some are a little more fearless about stuffing it in there than others.
That's what I mean. I mean, if you go 3 wide in Bristol, you're just asking for it.
Well, the needle on some people's risk-reward gauge is in different spots, so.
Yeah. I mean, if you had the 31, the 10, and the 14, yeah, they could run 3 wide all the way around all day long.
Well, they did the repave where this was basically a half-mile super speedway with the incremented banking, and you could run freaking anywhere all the time. They went and ground that off because people hated it so bad. Yep, Keaton's starting to stretch it out now. Long run's favoring him.
Got a second lead in front of Chuck Sweden right now. It's 1.3 seconds, actually.
That looks like a pretty good battle you've got on the broadcast there. Everybody's getting pretty spread out. It's starting to get kind of hard to tell where exactly they're all at.
Yeah, you got Tommy Haynes, Randy Showers, and Justin Ritchie all battling here for 10th, 11th, and 12th. You got Adam Mance in 13th back there in this group of vehicles. Back a little bit. Ride around with Justin Ritchie for a couple laps. And actually, we can go up front, and we will jump into the steering cockpit. Just kind of see what the difference is between areas here. So you got Keaton catching up with some lap traffic, so he's going to drive a little bit different than he would when he was in open traffic. Or had it open in front of him, but...
It's all going to depend on where he catches him at, going in, coming out. But I suspect TJ will be a gentleman and not fight him too tough. Give him plenty of room.
Trying to hold that bottom line.
Tonight's all about survival, so I don't think too many of the chasers are gonna do anything too crazy.
I don't think we've ever won 75 laps without a caution at Bristol.
This group's crazy, man.
Fucking ever.
These guys can put on a show when they want.
They're doing it tonight.
They are. You can see the back end there. Nick Hunt looks like he's had a little bit of assistance, but riding around with Adam Mance right now.
Yeah, his breaking point was a little sooner than someone else's, it looks like. Judging by the dent, I'd say that was a Ford. No, I don't know. But that's one thing I thought would be a problem here, because people will be getting off the gas sooner or later than others. And invitation for some bumper love.
Brandon, you're at the fucking beach. Go do beach shit.
We're already over halfway. We're just moving this thing right along tonight. Meanwhile, Keaton's out front with almost a 3.5 second lead.
His pace This base, I'll be able to get that Hallmark movie in I wanted to watch.
Oh, God.
Everybody's so spread out. There's really not a whole lot to talk about. But Vern's been steadily moving up. He's in 8th now.
Watch how he's driving in the cockpit here. Jump in with Vern quick.
But this track suits Vern. He likes those short track concrete tracks. He loves these things.
Yard. I mean, not literally his backyard because he lives in Florida, but this is his. He's in his wheelhouse now.
He looks like he's closing in at a pretty good clip on Dakota and just Rick and the rest of that other, who else is up there, so he could be up in 5th before long.
It looks like he's got about a second gap between them right now, and it is getting shorter, depending on which corner they're in. But
Yeah, he looks like he's going in a little bit deeper than the corners, because that's where you see him really gain the time is on entry. You can do that, but if you go in there too deep, you risk when you yank the wheel of going right around.
right in front of him, we got a battle going on for 6th place right now between Ricky and Dakota.
Yeah, but them
Austin's right in front of him.
them all side by side battling's going to slow him up too. So that's another reason. Probably you see him closing in.
It burns down to a half-second gap now between these guys. So
Yeah, he can smell their exhaust now. Catching them and passing them will be two different things.
But Bert, I'm going to tell you something. This is why I stopped doing chrome paints, because WFO always raced at night, and it's hard to tell that they're actually chrome.
Yeah, they got the lighting messed up on that. The lights should reflect off there instead of just the sky.
Right, so that's why I stopped doing them.
Yep, I try to avoid that on the top anyway, because it just looks black. Looks like Ricky just said, have it. I
was just
don't
gonna
want
say.
it.
He's got time to catch him back up. He ain't worried about him.
Getting around both of them guys.
Anyway, with Wagner, and a lot of them they're just not going to fight it. It's not worth it. You lose so much time fighting for the spot. And their tires are probably starting to get a little worn. So you got what you got. You probably know it by now. So there's no point in fighting too tough.
Well, they got to be pitting here soon, right?
No, they can go the full distance on gas. So losing 2 laps.
Oh!
Pit, up.
Never mind.
We
Now
got a
they'll
yellow.
pit.
We got a caution.
That's a bit of a mess. But now they can pit, and it should be fine.
And they will too. They're gonna have to catch the field, otherwise they're gonna risk losing a lap.
Let's see what we got here. What the hell was that?
Look, I think I'd have a hard time driving the pace car around this track.
It was the puzzle car that did it. That help?
The puzzle car that did it.
Yeah, that wrecked. Did that help you find them?
Oh, there it is.
It was the O2.
Just lost it going around the corner.
Yeah, and that's that going in.
Dude, we all saw it.
So that's the going in too deep. And everybody did a heck of a job. This place is tight, and when someone spins out, they block the whole damn track. So everybody did a good job.
When he spun out, they tried to avoid him, and then that's what caused some other things.
Yeah. Usually when someone spins out for you, you just end up face planting into their door. So they all did a good job at avoiding that.
See the rear end of Dakota getting a little reshaping from Vern.
And damage, this place doesn't, arrow doesn't mean jack here, so you can run around here as long as you, as long as your steering wheel's still straight. And sometimes, even if it's not, you can still run around here pretty good.
Yeah, if you don't have a front end, you're fine.
Keaton's coming in.
Right?
Looks...
They should, I bet they all come in for tires. They should.
You think so?
I would. Especially if the leader does. But track position is important, so some of them might choose to stay out. Which it does look like a few did, right?
What it's looking like.
That's where
these guys are trying to get their lap back. One of the two.
Well, there were a few in that boat that don't get to pit right away. Up to 12th or so.
Like Justin Rich is going to stay out.
That's going to really bum out these lap guys, because if they get in front of the leaders, they'll get a wave around. So it'd just be the lucky dog. I don't know who that's going to be or is.
Trying to figure out the... Oh, I'm like way behind. We're like way behind. I was like, what is going on?
Broadcaster boy, you gotta hit the live button.
Yeah, well, you know.
Come on now.
I was like, the rankings aren't showing who I've got here.
Yeah, I've done it. Vern's done it. We've all done it.
I've never done it.
A lot more than once.
But of course, I've never run the broadcast, so.
Well, I've never run it. I was just with Vern when he did it.
Uh-oh, got someone hitting the wall. That's Tommy Haynes. Got loose, and that might end his night, the 17. Yeah, he couldn't get it going again before the caution come out. It looked like it was a self-spin, and it just got loose of coming off, and he face planted into the wall.
His hood's a little loose, but it's Bristol. He'll be fine.
Yeah, taper down. It'll be fine.
You don't need to tape it down. It's Bristol.
Just tear it off.
Yeah, just rip the fucking thing off.
Kind of surprised that brought out a caution. He was down on the apron and out of harm's way.
I think it was because he came up.
Yeah,
he
knows up
the line.
You see some of these guys coming back in. They probably didn't get a chance to pit the first time.
He's got some steering issues too, so.
Yeah, he parked it, put it in the hauler.
I wouldn't even put it in the hauler. I'd get a tow truck and haul it to the scrapyard.
Well, everything from the driver compartment back, Dave just cut off the front clip and.
Yeah, just crush it and get some money out of it. But see, yeah, really, Bert, this is why, because you can't tell any of these cars are chrome.
Yeah, you can from the side. There's only one that's chrome. That's Tommy.
Every now and again you can, but that's why I just quit doing that crap.
Yeah.
I did maybe 25 or 30 of them, and I said, fuck this, I'm not doing it anymore.
I kind of went to more of a 80% chrome and 15% roughness, and that kind of gives it a satin look, makes it show up a little better.
No, see, I like the satin now. I've done a lot of those, and I love them.
Like Macaulay's car is a satin. He's hiding down next to the pit wall.
Oh, yeah, see, yeah, that's what I like right there. That's perfect. Because it'll work in the daylight and the fucking under these shitty lights.
Yeah, they need to have it so the lights reflect off the top of the car, not the sky.
But it looks good. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Get up here and watch this next restart.
Yeah, got the 419 teammates on the front row.
Got Vern starting in 4th place.
Gon's there. This could be interesting.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, he's been fighting that for about a month. Equipment problems.
Yep.
That's one of those.
Right up.
Just getting high and kind of tagging that wall, and Bert's going to get, Vern's going to get up right behind him.
Yeah, meanwhile, you see Wagner's trying to, he's going to get under his teammate. It's hard to get that run off, pinch down there, but Keaton's giving him a lot of room. Richard did a good job, though, of putting it up into the wall and keeping it out of trouble with that screen freeze. Unfortunate for his points, but he did a good job of not causing problems out there.
Damn it, just show her the top 10. It's a button, just push it and let her see the top 10. So she doesn't say anything else and that yells at you, not me. Because I'll go hide in the corner. Fuck you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hmm.
Hey, shut up.
I didn't say nothing.
Yes, you did. You said,
Well, Vern's up there challenging the leaders now.
Yeah, he's going in a lot deeper. I thought he was gonna boot Keaton there for a sec. Keaton's like, I don't want any more of that. I'm getting the hell out of here.
He's not going to boot anybody.
Oh, not intentionally, no.
At least on purpose, he's not going to.
Oh, Keaton up in the wall.
But he might make them boot themselves.
You know, if they cut off his line, he might think about giving him the chrome horns.
Well, he's going to make his way around Keaton, it looks like.
Hard to get that run off down low, so he wasn't able to pull it off that time.
Yeah, that's a pain in the
Oh, that'll help though. Well,
Yep. Keaton tagging the wall a little bit.
Ross Chastained it there a little bit.
You can see he's pushing hard because he's hitting the wall every corner now.
Yeah, and you see Vern.
He might want to just get a 3rd place here.
Yeah, and you see Vern's able to just get a couple of inches in each time, but you just can't get that run off.
Not the couple inches he was
Yeah,
hoping
but
for,
long
but
as you end up against the wall, you're good.
But they're going to have to get it figured out. They're somehow side by side running down the 4. Closing
God
back
damn,
in on the 4.
That's some tense driving right there. I ain't got time for that.
Keaton making a hard push to hold on to that from Vern.
Meanwhile, Chuck's back there like, I'm not sure I want to get in this.
You don't have to if you want it.
So do you think there's a little teammate working going on here right now?
I don't think so.
No?
No. I think it was
left
more.
to go. No, no. You have no friends.
Yeah, it was more Keaton didn't want to give up second. It's game time now.
Oh, we got yellow flag
Yeah,
out.
it is. Some of
It's
them.
like 66.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, nope. Actually, it was Dakota and
That
Don
was
getting
a-
together.
Looks like Ricky got in there. Well, at least
55
it,
at the
yeah.
wall.
Yeah, that's a little bit rough. You trusting the guy on the outside to be clearly completely against the wall, and John
Like I
was
said,
for the most part.
You don't have any friends right now.
I don't have any friends any other time, not just now.
Apparently I went back too far.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, and that made Steele check up, and McCauley didn't check up quite as much, and made his bumper concave.
Yeah, it looked like Dakota kind of pushed up on him. Right there, if we
Yeah,
wind that back a little bit.
yeah, it's
Yeah, the
kind of hard
30
to
and the
judge where
24.
they are out there. It's a tight
The
track.
30, 24, and everybody else.
Question is, did TJ get in that? I think TJ kind of got, I think he just spun.
Like the 24 got a little tail loose. And then everybody else, well, they made a junkyard.
Well, this is going to put Vern on the outside. Austin on the inside on this next restart.
Yeah, we've seen Vern running really good down that low lane. I haven't really seen him running the high, but we'll see if he can make it work. He's got to time up that start good and get a good jump, stay with the 4.
Were you in that conga line, Ivan? I'm guessing.
I don't know what number he is.
He's 53.
Ivan, 53. Looks like Dakota called it tonight. Holland had dropped his packet loss. Gonna be tough points night for those two.
Yeah, we started 21 cars and we look like we're down to 12. Nope, 13. We got 13 cars. And we're going green. They're off. Austin getting a good start on there. Oh. And
Yeah,
the
you
wall has
rocking it out
now
there.
been Vern tested and Vern approved. So to answer your earlier question, Bert, of if the paint's going to stay on that car,
Sounded
not
like
gonna
somebody
be
just
outside.
spun out. Somebody just spun out. I heard the tires.
And looks like 55. Justin Ritchie, why is that thing doing that? Yeah, he's admitting that was on him.
Looks like,
So you
I
just-
don't know.
All by himself spinning around, and
Yeah, and again, that's the case. You see him getting loose going in. If you drive it in there deep, when you turn that wheel, it's just going to come around on you.
see him coming in. Or if he's going to park it for the night, or if he's going to get tires. He's getting tires. And he's gone. Oh, he's there. He's blinking.
Did you say blinkety blinking?
Blinking. Where'd Vern go off of all this? Oh, Vern's in the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took some tires. I'm not sure with as many laps as we got left, 21, if that's going to pay off or not. Depends on how many others came in and got them. Where'd that drop him to? 11th? That's a lot of spots for 21 laps.
I've got him.
5 minutes.
10th.
Up 10th.
Oh, now I've got him 9th.
Yeah, it's shaking out, people pitting and stuff. It's got to, iRacing's got to fix the timing.
So he's somewhere in there, 9th, 10th, 8th, somewhere in there. Looks like. back to the front and watch the restart.
Can almost bet there's a few there. Looks like Macaulay maybe stayed out. He's moved up to 6th. Randy Showers must have stayed out. He's in 4th. People we haven't seen up there yet tonight.
See, so I've got Austin Wagner is on 37 laps and Adam Matz is on 36 laps. Everybody else looks like they're on 9. Or now Vern and Justin are on 3. So
I'm kind of surprised they came in and got tires again, but we'll see how it works out.
and they're off.
Well, Macaulay got kind of a slow start. Held up him and TJ. That let Vern jump them both.
But Chuck did not. Chuck had a good run, kept right up with them guys. Austin's got the old tires, so we'll see how this goes. We're gonna go 3 wide in this corner. Almost 3 wide. Almost fully 3 wide. It was close.
You see the back end of that 4 hanging out, so I don't think he's holding anything back.
Right, he's yeah.
Oh, he about went around that time. That sounded like somebody's
I think he's gonna lose
Yeah,
it before this is over.
somebody's self-spun.
And we got another caution.
Oh, if Vern was in it.
Uh-oh.
He's got a meatball, so he might be done.
Here you go.
Nope, 30. 30, Justin Matz lost it and hit Vern. Vern went into the inside wall and McCulley ended up hits him and got a mess.
Kick 'em all.
Yeah, Macaulay got a good whack out of it too. See the 9 squeezing through there. That was definitely the 30. Getting loose, starting that mayhem.
Loose came down and
Well, it's unfortunate for Vern. He had it figured out here tonight.
unfortunately McCulley was not helped out in that by any means either. I mean, getting the back end of Justin and then the side of Vern.
As long as he's not overheating, he might be all right. As long as the steering's all right.
Back
Yeah,
up here in
Vern's got the
front.
meatball. Well, I'm glad I'm not down in the Evolution channel right now. Vern's probably already out smoking.
Got 34 for driver of the day, 2 votes for driver of the day. Got about 10 laps, race for survival, right? Yeah, they're slowly getting picked off, unfortunately, by these last late cautions. We went almost 90 laps caution free, and then it's just been a breeding of cautions here.
Yeah, well, it's that go time. Everybody's running a little harder, and most of them you've seen have been self-spins, so they're racing harder now.
Let's see, Chuck getting a good jump on that restart, putting Austin behind. See Austin kind of tagging the wall there.
Yep. Cautions breed cautions.
And
I
then
gotta
we
figure
need to
out what's called
start a
that.
goddamn the fucking caution orphanage.
Start a caution
Ooh.
sterilization program.
I'm gonna say with that,
Yeah,
that's
no
gonna probably
shit,
put
dude.
EJ out for the night. Maybe, maybe not.
He's got a meatball, so, and for the viewers, he's got a flag on his screen that has a big orange dot in the middle of it called the meatball, and that's you must pit because you have so much damage. And usually that means you're done. Not always, but iRacing changed it. iRacing used to let you sit there an hour if that's what it took to fix your damage, but now they just say, "Oh, too much, you're done." In a lot of the cases, it kind of sucks.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. You
guess
slam the fucking thing, well, you're done.
I guess it's real life, but
Well, yeah, no shit. You slam it, you're done.
Let's run through the list and see who's currently out here.
about 10.
You got Keaton Tripp is going to start first. Chuck Sweeting is going to start next to him. Then you're going to have Austin Wagner. Justin Ritchie will be starting behind them in 4th place. Randy Showers will be starting in 5th place. You got Justin Gans still out there. He's going to be starting at 6th. Nick Hunt is going to be starting at 7th. Craig Sykes is going to start 9th. Or, I'm sorry, 8th. And Adam Matz is going to be 9th. And Mike McCulley is going to, when he gets back out there, he'll be in 10th.
Ish.
Yeah,
Looks like
that's
Vern
it.
is
11
still
cars
technically...
left.
It shows him that he's still there. And the same with Ricky, but...
Yeah, they haven't disconnected.
He's
but
outside smoking.
yeah, they've got the meatballs, so.
Ricky is inside smoking, and it's not what Vern's smoking. Just saying.
All right, so you got Keaton Tripp and Chuck Sweeting on the 1 and 2. Austin Wagner, Justin Ritchie are going to be 3 and 4.
See that, Nation? You left so many doors open there, but I didn't take them.
What? I didn't do anything.
I didn't say you did anything. You just left some doors open. Hurl some insults at you.
Dude, you've been hanging around Vern too long.
Oh, and Wagner was a little slow to go that time. Or Keaton was a little slow and got Wagner bumped him a little bit. Damn it, they need to change the style of their cars. I can't ever tell which one's which.
And
Again.
another caution.
That must have been in
Dude,
the
it's
back, because I didn't
Bristol.
hear.
There's 5 laps to go. 4 laps. Yeah, it's Bristol.
That was Randy Showers got loose, it looks like, and into the wall he
That was out
goes.
I was out of 5th, I think.
So he just gets loose in that corner there and into the wall.
Yeah, it looked like that he wanted to try and make sure he kept it off of Ritchie coming out of there and just turned it around.
He's
That
going
hurts.
in. He's probably going to call it a night.
Well, he doesn't have the meatball, so as long as his steering's okay, he could get back out there.
Well, we've only
I
got
mean,
2 laps left, so
he still might have a chance because these fuckers could wreck out.
Right? The green, white checkers, there could be 6 more of these. I think they just don't want us to finish before the top of the hour, Brazy. Bastards.
oh, you got stuck with the update, Mike? That sucks. Yeah, Richard got in the Discord earlier this morning and said, hey, if you guys get home, make sure to do the update right away because it's going to take a while.
Is this the last race or is there some shit after this?
Kansas and a super speedway, I think.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we got Kansas next week. Then we got Homestead,
Oh, yeah.
and then we got Talladega.
So there's 3 more of these fuckers left.
There's 3 more.
Of what?
21 wants an EUO.
Come on, Braze, you gotta say it. There's 3 more of these
Oh,
fuckers
Macaulay
left.
got him. Well, what was a run-of-the-mill autism awareness race kind of devolved into a wreck fest there at the end, but a couple more laps here on the green-white checker. Hopefully they can keep it green and we can get this thing wrapped up. Well, if you were able to survive, you get a top 10 out of this anyway. Those are always good points, top 10s. But you kind of figured that'd be attrition tonight.
Oh, Ford getting into the wall there. Getting hard.
That didn't look like it felt good.
It did not. We got the battle for first right here. We're going to go one more time around, or no, this is it.
Yeah, we done right here. No matter what.
That was it. You saw Chuck get a little loose on that, and he had to let up, so. All right. Get the numbers up there.
Keaton needs to make sure he doesn't goof around too much here. If you goof around and before everybody crosses, you can get disqualified.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, there's a wall there.
Hello, wall.
Oh, one way to do it.
Yeah, I think it might have been Keaton on one of the road courses. Cross start finish, started doing donuts, and he got disqualified.
That was Andrew Wagner, actually.
Oh, Wagner. Okay,
Yep.
I knew it was one of them boys.
It was the one dude that thought it was the last lap, and it wasn't. I mean, in real NASCAR.
That was
Mark Martin?
Yeah, my favorite driver. Pulled in 1 lap to go. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
I remember
Was
watching.
leading
I'm
too.
like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Why does it keep doing
But
that?
yeah. Does it keep doing what?
It keeps playing a sound. I don't know if you guys hear it or not. Hopefully it's not hearing it for you guys, but
No.
I have the sound. I'm watching on YouTube, but I have the sound turned off.
oh, okay. All right.
Right there. Just put him right there. It's fine.
That's what we're gonna do.
Well, you were like jumbling all over. Whatever.
I am
It's your interview.
jumbling
Go
all over.
ahead.
I'm still jumbling all over. What are you talking about?
You've been jumbling all over your whole life. So have
Oh.
I. So fuck you.
All right, so let's get this off of here. Let's get. I need more screens. That's what I need.
Of
All
course
right.
you do.
Oh, they're already up here. All right. What did I do with my list?
You have a list?
Listen.
You fucking hallway monitor nerd. You have a list?
Shut up, Nation. Keaton, you got a copy?
All right. I'm going to sit here and shut
Yeah,
up.
I got you guys.
Well, Keaton, you battled Justin in the beginning there, and after he kind of fell back a little bit, you took the lead and then kind of never let up and let back. So, I mean, great race for you. Why don't you take us through kind of the whole deal? I mean, it was pretty quick until all the cautions started happening. So,
Yeah, I was praying for it to stay green the whole way since we didn't have to do green flag pit stops as long as the tires would hold on. But I knew that probably wasn't going to happen. when that caution came out, I was prepared for the shit show ahead. That's pretty much what we got.
So you there might have been just total green flag at Bristol all the way.
I was praying for it, but it never happened.
And no, it's never gonna
It
happen.
did for 90 laps almost. I think it
It
was.
did. It did. It went a lot longer than I thought it ever would.
But so you're continuing your dominance of these races here lately, and another good one here for you tonight. It was a battle there at the end, trying to stay up. Chuck was giving you something there at the end.
Yeah, I think Chuck and Justin, them guys, they were way faster than me on them short runs. I had my steering offset put at 0, so it was harder to turn the car. I think that's what helped me save my tires on them long runs. So that was my little secret for tonight. See if they can remember it for
You
next
just
time we're at
told
Bristol.
fucking everybody.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it seemed like there at the end, a lot of the guys were driving it in hard and doing self spins. So it looked like that was really important to hit your entry right. And it looked like you were pretty smooth again every lap. And again, just kind of wore them out. And we're starting to put some time on everybody until the cautions come out. And then once it was 2x2 again, then of course that was a little rougher. So, I mean, were you feeling pretty good at lap 90 or so? Said you got this in the bag and just waiting for the shoe to drop on those cautions, or what were you thinking about?
Yeah, I knew if it went green the whole way, I was sitting good. And once the first caution came, I was like, what do I got to do now? Obviously, I pitted on that first caution, and you just kind of had to guess the right time to pit for your last pit stop on tires because I figured it'd be a caution shoot all the way to the end, just pace laps, counting down. Yeah, I think I pitted with like 25 to go, and Austin and Vern never did. And I think if Austin would have, he would have won this race because I mean he was way faster than me on short runs, and Vern was really fast on short runs as well. It would
Yeah,
have been close between them two.
yeah, and Vern drove up through the field on that green flag run and was looking pretty tough until he got caught up in that incident. I think he might have been able to challenge you, but that's the nature of this place. Someone goes around in front of you and there's not anywhere to go. So you were probably thankful for that clean air most of the night.
Yeah, it was that definitely really helpful. Had a few sketchy instances with lap cars tonight too, but we all got by and everyone was clean. It was fun there on that 100 lap run. There's nothing more I could ask for on that. And but yeah, it was a fun race tonight. That's for sure.
Definitely a lot cleaner than we expected. And once again, you were pretty smooth out there all night, and it paid off. Brought you home the win. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And on top of that, is there anybody you'd like to thank for your P1 tonight?
I'd like to thank the guys sponsoring the race for the autism awareness stuff. That's pretty cool. I got a cousin with autism. Maybe I'll show him the race, show him me doing burnouts. So thank thank Dad watching. Like he's in Canada right now with his fishing buddies, so they might be watching right now. Austin, Andrew, and
We'll see.
Noah,
So
you
Vern
guys.
didn't get us banned in Canada if they're able to watch.
Fuck, we've been banned everywhere else.
Isn't that where the aliens are at, Nation?
Yeah, fuck, how the fuck would I know that?
Looks like you two are trying to get up on the spotters stand right now. What's going on there?
Yeah, Austin's trying to do something here. I don't know what we're trying to accomplish.
Chicken. Bow, bow.
Well, congratulations on P1 tonight, and we look forward to seeing you again next week in Kansas.
Yep, thank you guys.
We'll see you again probably tomorrow night, I'm sure.
Yep, I'll be here tomorrow.
Alrighty.
Take it, brother.
Congratulations,
guys.
Keaton.
Thank you.
All right, next up.
Next up, on The Price is
Mr.
Right.
Chuck Sweeting, sir. How are you tonight?
As well as I can be for second place, I guess.
We haven't had a lot of opportunities to talk to you this season up here.
No, it's a very competitive, tough season, and you got people like Austin and Keaton in the field, and then the usuals, Richard and everybody else, and it's just you're lucky if you can get a top five, and that's pretty much where I was tonight. I wished it would have stayed green the whole race, maybe see how it played out, but Keaton was so good on the long run. I don't think I'd had anything for him, so second's probably about where I belonged anyway.
Well, it looked like on a couple of those restarts you had good jumps, and you were looking like you were going to take it there for a little bit. And I think a few more laps, and we might have seen you in front. But
Yeah, maybe I was pretty good on the short run. I think I was a little bit better than him on the short runs, but you got to be quite a bit faster than somebody to pass them here if they don't let you go. So, and he wasn't going to let me go, and we couldn't get more than a lap or so at the end there on the green. So, but I did everything I could. I was anticipating the restarts and hanging on pretty good there, and yeah, it's a good night overall. What a great first half of the race. It's probably the longest I've ever run green at a race in Bristol. So I was getting tired there.
yeah, we were wondering. Nation kind of jinxed it, but we were wondering if
Hey,
you guys, if you guys were going to make it the entire way with green laps, and it's just I know I said something at like lap 36, and we were all kind of surprised you guys made it that far without an incident, and then you guys made it almost all the way to 100 laps, I think, and somewhere 90 100 I think it was, or something like that. And just for you guys to accomplish that is a feat in its own.
Yeah, that says a lot about the guys in this league because this thing was a handful tonight. It was real easy to lose the back end in the middle of the corner or on the exit, and everybody did an incredible job. And then, of course, cautions breed cautions. So once we had that first one, it was tough after
And they
that.
were
But
breeding like rabbits tonight after they came out.
yeah, they were. They were. But,
God damn.
Yeah, it seemed like if you went in the corner too hot, it was really easy to get the back end around when you tried to turn into the center of the corner. So it looked like everybody was, 20 laps ago was giving it everything they had, and a lot of those were self spins. And I think it kind of fortunate for you, you were up in the front most of the night, and didn't have a car, guy staring you in the face looking out his driver's window. So
yeah.
you had to be happy to be up there all night.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was good for me. But yeah, you're right. Everybody was trying really hard to get every spot at the end there. And if you overdrove the corner, the back end would just come around on you. I think I learned that pretty early on in practice and just backed up my corners a little bit, and I could get a really good run off. But I like the setup like this. I like it when it's free and you have to, be careful with the throttle control and all that. But and it's rare. I usually don't do good at Bristol because the setups are usually tighter and I just kill the right front. But that first pit stop tonight at lap 94 or whatever it was, my right front was 62, my right rear was 40. I've never had tire wear like that at Bristol before.
So you were hanging the back end out then,
Yeah,
whether
it
you
was
wanted to
free.
or not.
It was free, but it was fun.
Well, I
It's
sure do.
go ahead,
Sorry,
Bert.
I was just gonna thank him for putting on the autism paints tonight. That's it's important for TJ, and appreciate you showing some support there. It's
Oh
looking
yeah,
pretty
my
good out
pleasure.
there.
Appreciate you making the paint. It was awesome, and yeah, appreciate TJ and RGC Motorsports for supporting the league and sponsoring and bringing awareness to autism. So yeah, it was my pleasure to run this tonight. It was fun.
Yeah, 1 in 36. That's you don't realize how many people that touches. A lot of them are unsung heroes. They don't brag about it in their daily life. How of their burden. So it's something it's probably touches everybody's life. So I really appreciate you helping bring awareness to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's really great to see not just NASCAR but the racing community all over the country supports the autism awareness programs, and it's uh, it's something we all need to be aware of and help when we can, and just keep everybody up to date on it.
Is there anybody else you want to throw a shout out to?
Just thanks you guys for sacrificing racing and being up in the booth, and appreciate Michael and Vern and everybody, and appreciate the fans for tuning in.
I don't know if it was much of a sacrifice here
I was
tonight.
gonna say, trust me, there's no sacrificing on my part because you guys don't want me anywhere near you guys on this stuff right now.
Well, we need to get you out for something. We need to run a fundraiser and have you out on the track with us or something.
I don't even know if I'd do it for that.
Well, if you were out there, Nation, you'd probably get hit by every car that was out there.
Right?
No,
Probably
sir.
be the first.
I'll hit every car out there.
Probably be the first ever iRacing red flag.
Yeah,
It could be like a DUI 500.
everybody'd have a lot of fun picking on you.
It's all right, man. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good finish. Second place, that's good points. Kansas should be a little tamer. Were you looking forward to Kansas, or you wanting to get on to Homestead and, of course, the crapshoot at Talladega?
I'm looking
The
forward
big
to
one.
Homestead. Kansas is all right. It's fun to drive, but it can be very one lane dominant. We'll see what the setup's like. iRacing had a huge update today, so we'll see what the setups are like and the weather and track conditions. And I'm usually kind of mediocre there, so we'll see how it goes. But Homestead, I'm looking forward to, and Talladega is just show up and hope you finish.
Yeah, I don't know how all you wall riders do it at Kansas. I have to make the low line work because I don't want to be stuck to the wall. So have fun running up there next week.
All right, you guys have a great night. Appreciate all the work.
Yep,
Right,
you
good
too,
job.
Chuck.
Congratulations on the P2, Chuck.
Thank you, guys.
All right, next up.
Next up on the block.
Next up, Austin Wagner.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Looked like you had a challenge for your teammate, and then you started kind of catching that wall a little bit, and that wall kind of held you back. But you guys 1 and 2 a lot of the night, pushing around, and you had Vern in there for a little while, and then you had Chuck up in there, and ending up third place tonight. Why don't you take us through some of the challenges you had tonight?
Yeah, so I didn't really get into the session until about 5 till, so all my practice was in qualifying, and then I wrecked in qualifying, so I had to start back in 13th. So I didn't really know I didn't know how hard to push the car. So I was just running laps, and I was passing everybody, and I thought I had the fastest car. And then right around lap 60, 70, I started falling off, and I started getting passed by those cars I passed. And then that caution came out, thankfully, because my tires were pretty much junk. And then on that restart, I was fast on the restarts, like 10, 15 lap runs. So I was able to get around Keaton. Then that next caution comes out, and then I think we all stayed out, and then we ran a few more laps, and I was just trying to stay in front of Keaton. Whenever I was in front of Keaton, I would try and back up the corners and save my tires because I knew he'd be fast in the long run. Anytime he would get close to me, then I'd start going hard again. Then the next caution comes out. I didn't think anybody would take tires, so I stayed out. Turns out pretty much everybody behind me took tires, and it was pretty much over from there. I tried holding him off, but there's just nothing I could do. And from there, it was, if I would have pitted, I would have been pretty much just screwed, sitting in the back trying to get around other people. I would have been causing cautions and wouldn't have been great. So I just said, I'm just going to stay out and hope there's a caution every couple laps, and there was. So I was able to hold my third place. I was kind of hoping Chuck and Keaton might get into each other, and then I could get around them that way, but I just couldn't do anything on those older tires. And
I think Chuck was kind of
just
thinking the
lucky to
same
hold on.
thing of you two.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling Keaton, I'm like, I think my only chance is if Chuck gets into you, so I'm just gonna let him around here pretty quick, and hopefully you guys do something crazy here. But I thought they were gonna do it on that last lap, but everyone's too nice around here, I guess.
That's kind of the bane of being the leader on those situations, right? You know,
Yeah.
if you stay out, everybody comes in. If you
Yeah.
go in, everybody stays out. So I was really quite surprised myself that anybody came in. They just gotten tires, you know, in the track position, the way it
Yeah.
is to pass here. So, I mean, you did a good job of hanging on to it. I wouldn't have thought 10 lap newer tires would have been that big a deal, but it looked like it paid off for them a little bit.
Yeah. It was just the perfect amount where if I was going as hard as they were, I was spinning my tires just a little bit and they were able to hold it. Yeah, and those cautions come out so quick and the pit lane opens so quick and you have no idea what part of the track you're on. I never even had time to ask Keaton if he was pitting. I just looked in my mirror and I saw cars pit. I'm like, well, I'm fucked. But
Yeah.
but yeah, and then I could have been the one pitting there and then they would be like, oh, that's a free spot, and then they all stay out. So it's kind of it's just a tough spot to be in, I guess.
Yeah, and if you don't get down there, you violate the pit entry, that little orange box,
Right.
freaking halfway back, and then you find yourself in the back with a flag. So
Yep. I also didn't realize there's only like 10 cars on the lead lap there. I probably would have definitely considered pitting there, just knowing that the furthest I would fall back is 10th. But oh well.
I was kind of surprised how many people got the you're done meatballs. I mean, usually Bristol you can take a lot of damage and keep going, but there are quite a few of them that ended up having to park it. So if the attrition was pretty big at the end, maybe you could have gotten in payout, but still third. That's pretty good points tonight. You got Kansas coming up, Homestead coming up, and then of course Talladega. So you got some chances to get up in the victory lane there.
Yeah, Kansas is fun. Homestead's really fun. I'm not good at Homestead, but I have fun there. So I need Keaton to fall apart here. He just keeps stinking up this whole field. It's kind of annoying. I might have to go and plug his computer or something. But
All right, go over to his stables and do a little work at night.
yeah. That's about all I can do anymore.
Well, Austin, is there anybody you'd like to thank for your P3 tonight?
Thank you guys for running the show. Always a good time to rewatch these, and shout out to everybody in the league for running a clean race. The first 3/4 of the race, I thought we were going to go green all the way to the end there, and I'm kind of glad we didn't because my tires would have fell off. But that was really fun. That's like the only time you really get to enjoy short tracks on iRacing is this league, because every official race you're in is a caution fest, so you never really get to enjoy these races. But this first 97 laps or whatever it was really, really fun. So shout out to everyone for racing clean there. Even at the end there, we were all going really hard and no one really made any dumb moves. But shout out to Keaton, Andrew, Noah, Terry Tripp for watching in Canada on his fishing trip right now, if he's still listening. Shout out to my sponsors, NASCAR Money on Twitter, LuckyDogFantasy.com. That's all I got.
All right, Keaton. Or Austin, sorry.
I wish I was Keaton right now.
Yo, what the fuck up?
Listen, nation, listen, all right? They're both on the screen.
Hey,
I looked
you-
over at Twitch and I saw Terry Tripp and my mind just kind of went there. So,
Why don't you look
sorry.
at the other screen that says Pornhub?
I'm not on your computer, nation.
Tell me
Austin,
I'm
congratulations on your
lying.
P3 tonight, and look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep. Thanks. See you guys.
Good job, buddy.
Now we got one more.
Yep, driver of the day.
Driver of the day, Mr. TJ Lee. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. How you guys doing?
Well, we're doing all right. How are you doing?
That's a bigger question.
Yeah,
The-
it's been the story of my season, I guess. I was kind of holding off the whole race, just kind of letting people go and just waiting things out and hoping what would happen, where I can move up slowly with the cars taking themselves out, and got to about 10 to go, and I was like, okay, I guess it's time to go. And I raced 2 laps hard and in the wall, and around I went. So that pretty much sums it up.
Driver of the day is still something, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the only way I get to talk to you guys. I can't get top 3, so might as
I
well.
wouldn't say get to talk to us, because
Yeah,
who the
I mean-
fuck wants to do that?
Exactly.
It's a goal. It's a goal to get on the podium and get a talk. That was my goal for this season. So hopefully do it. But
No,
we still got some races left. Maybe I'll get up here.
You're the
You
you did a
sponsor.
good job, man.
Yeah, you're the sponsor. So any Tuesday night, we gotta let you in the booth. I mean, that's kind of like law.
Yeah, that's not the main reason now. I just want to get awareness out there and support this great league that you guys do here. You guys put on a good show, and I enjoy being here. So I thought it was a good way to put awareness out there. For
Well,
sure.
we all appreciate your sponsor in the Tuesday night league. It means a lot to Vern and everybody to have some support out there. So really appreciate you doing all that. Besides, going above and beyond with the autism awareness, and good to see quite a few participate in that tonight.
It was awesome going around and seeing all those cars. Made me smile, and I can't wait to show this to my son Reagan. He's gonna be 7 here next week, so he's still a little young, but he loves racing. He loves watching cars going around. So I'm pretty sure he loved these purple cars. Making
Brazy
laps.
wasn't too happy with my help though. He's like, "Who was that?" I'm like, "The puzzle car." I didn't help him. I don't understand why.
It was probably hard to tell who's who tonight with all the different paints, but it was a fun race. I enjoyed it. I love Bristol. I love to race here and had a good time putting laps in. And that first green run was awesome. Tried to stay on the lead lap there. I pushed it towards the end and kind of burnt my tires up trying to stay on the lead lap. And then I finally let him go there and got lucky and got a couple cautions to get back on the lead lap and ended up had a chance to get a top 10. So
Yeah, 15 seconds a lap. It doesn't take long to have the leader breathing down your backside.
we were talking about that before the race, and I was like, probably be about 40 or 50 laps. I think it was going to be a few cautions, so I wasn't worried about starting in the back. And we got about 100 laps, I think it was, from I finally got lapped. So it wasn't, it was a little bit off from my judgment. I wasn't expecting to go 100 laps without a caution either.
Yeah, you had
So
to keep wondering 90 laps or so is when's that caution shoe gonna drop?
yeah, and we were talking. The tires were going. Like I said, I burnt mine up trying to stay on the lead lap, and I think Craig was the one that brought the caution out. He said he had no grip. So he spun it twice actually before the caution came out. But yeah,
Yeah, it took a lot of work to not go in too deep and not roast them coming off. So you can hang on to it for a while, but after a while, there's just nothing left on that right rear, and there's not much you can do but watch it go around in a circle.
yeah, I saw a few of them do that tonight. I had a good spot for it. All of it was happening in front of me until the end there.
Right up until the face plant.
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to take me out that way, spin out in front of me and crash into them. But that's pretty much been my season. But it's okay. I have fun. I enjoy being out here with these guys. Really good competition. It's hard to say how much competition is in here, and a lot of these guys don't do a lot of official races. But I can imagine if they did, where they would be on their iRating. Because when I do official races, I do good. I finish top 2 or 3, most of the time. And coming out here, be able to get on the lead lap is a good run. So it's a good competition here for sure.
Well, TJ, the other thing to look at too is, was it 2 seasons ago? I think was that when you were new here? I can't remember. Was it 2 or 3 seasons?
I think this is my 3rd season. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you look at what you've done from there, because I know, last year you had progressed, or last season you had progressed, and now this season you almost made it into the points. And I mean, that alone tells you how much you have grown. Even though your season it hasn't gone the way that you wanted it, you've still done really well as far as points and stuff go. You did almost get up here. I can't remember which race it was, but there was one that you just got shoehorned at the end there, and I think that was you, wasn't it, Bert, that took it away from you?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I feel kind of bad now. I was racing to win to get in the chase.
Yeah, no, it's part of racing. I mean, I made the playoffs a couple seasons, but it's more cars this season. This season is like almost 30 every week, so the competition is even higher. And it felt good to be in a mid pack. I definitely have improved, and just to get more wheel time, and hopefully I can get up. Be steadily in the top 10. It's kind of my goal. Just gotta keep at it.
Yep.
That's my goal, get top tens, and usually it gets me in the chase, but a little bit harder this season. But you're definitely moving in the right direction. Everybody sees a lot of improvement in your racing, so look forward to what you got next season too.
For sure. We have a few more races left, and hopefully we can get a nice little off-season schedule to keep us racing. They can keep me into it. better for next year.
Well, TJ, as a part of everybody here, I'm sure you've already heard it from several people, but as part of the league, I want to say thank you for your support of the league, and much appreciation for what you've done for the league, as well as I hope we can continue forth with doing more things like this for the autism awareness stuff and keeping that all out there in front of everybody so that way we can keep the word getting spread. And yeah, I just thank you for what you've done, and thank you for being here and helping out with everything in the on the backside kind of stuff, and we're glad to have you, and hopefully it leads to even more in the future. So
Yeah, so we'll talk to you next week on the podium, right?
or tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, right?
Or tomorrow. Yeah, right.
I feel a little bit more confident in the trucks, but I appreciate that,
Tomorrow.
guys. I appreciate that for sure, and I do look forward to sponsoring next year as well. I'm gonna try to pick out a race, and it went well, so just trying to do the same thing.
Yeah,
For sure.
hopefully I'll have a little bit more time for myself to be ready for that.
I haven't
But
watched the broadcast, but I'm sure you did fine.
I did fine, but it's not where I wanted it to be. So that's a me thing. So
I will
but
talk about it and maybe put something together for next season, maybe commercial or something during the race. You love those commercials, right?
that's right. Got to get them ads in there.
That's
All right. Well, Bert, any final thoughts?
I have to pee.
That's a fine final thought.
What
I
about
think
you,
that's
Nation?
my final thought.
Oh, okay. Well, there's the final thoughts from
TJ. Great job, brother.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, TJ. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.
All right, everybody. So, as a little roundup of tonight's race was brought to you by that gentleman right there, TJ Lee, the head of RGC Motorsports. He's trying to help bring awareness to autism, early autism awareness. If you know somebody or might know somebody that you want some information for, reach out to us. Let us know. We'll get you in touch with either TJ or we can get some other resources together to get to you guys. Let us know, and we can do that at that point. But for the rest of the league, Nation, Bert, and everybody out there still in the chat, I thank you all for being here. I hope you had a good night. I hope you enjoyed the race. We'll see you tomorrow night on the trucks. And have you guys a great night. Later on, everybody.
Y'all take care.